YouTube.
Real estate show looks great.
You ready, bud?
Yep. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, Facebook.
What's up, Facebook? How is everybody? So we're on all live media. This is the insurance show. I know Ryan likes to call it the life insurance show, even though I do a majority of life insurance. I also do Medigap policies for Medicare and annuities. So, but welcome to the show. If you could please share this out to any groups you're a part of, any pages you might manage, get the word out. We appreciate you sharing this out. Thank you very much. So if you get blocked, it's okay.
Yeah.
Right, Ryan? It's okay.
I'm blocked right now, so.
Well, you keep going. You stop at one, and you got to keep hitting it. Mm-hmm. There's only certain other ones you'll be able to keep going.
Right.
Hey, how's everybody? This is the insurance show. Let me switch glasses. I think I like these better. I'm the Shane Train. What does it say? And I just want to say hi to everyone. Can you put your town, if you come on the replay, drop a 9. So if you're here live, don't, but if you come on the replay, it's not live, drop a 9. Can you drop where you're from, what your town is? I help people across the United States with insurance. What do you need to plug in?
I got it. Keep talking. No, it's no worries. I got it.
So is that live? The YouTube's good, right?
We're all ready to go.
With YouTube.
Everything's going.
Nice. So drop a 0 to it if the mic sounds good. I'm the Shane Train. I want to thank All Live Media. I want to thank Cash Now, Ray Bood. Thanks, Ray, Brian, Ryan, Cash Now. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all. It's a great night. It's a great night to talk about what are your priorities, right? What are your priorities as far as your cash? When you work and get your check every week, what do you do with your money when you go to work? Do you put it towards car insurance, like 79? More people, this is crazy, more people protect their things with insurance than protect their loved ones. 79% have car insurance. I guess the person that hit me obviously didn't. I was hit a couple of years ago, 6-7 years ago, our first Tahoe, and they didn't have insurance, so I had to pay my deductible on that. But 67% have homeowners insurance. 55% protect their family. Isn't that crazy? What do you think about that? That just blows me away. But most people don't know, I guess, about life insurance. They don't know how it works. They think it's only for rich people. I have heard only rich people get life insurance. That's still not true. I mean, anyone that doesn't want to have a debt gets life insurance. It's for life insurance. It's for your burial. Why do you get car insurance, not for your house, right? That's like saying, I'd say to people, why do you get car insurance? For your car or for your house? Ryan, is your car insurance for your house?
I have an umbrella policy that has house and car.
Is your cell phone policy for your house?
No.
Your cell phone
no, my cell phone's for my cell phone.
Okay. So
my car insurance is for my car. Jewelry insurance is for the jewelry.
Okay. So burial insurance, life insurance is for, really they should call it death insurance, right? It's funny, you have to have car insurance, so only 79%. And you have to have it. I don't know any state you don't, right? And only 79%. But 55%, you're definitely dying. You're definitely dying. So if you have any questions, we're going to take questions. We got some questions today. I'm going to go over some of the questions we got, getting the question and answers.
You have a couple and I have a couple. We'll both be reading them off.
Boom. Sounds good. Sounds good. So the first question comes from Bob in Nebraska. If I already have 3 existing policies, can I get another policy? Bob, the answer, I would have to see how much coverage you have first. So it's a great question. Message me. More than likely you'll be able to, but I don't want to guarantee it because you're only allowed to have so much life insurance. You just can't get a long limited amount. But message me, and I'll be able to help you out as far as getting you the answer. Dave, how are you?
Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Honey Electric, please share and invite. This is the insurance show. Ryan likes to call it the life insurance show, but we do Medicare Gap, Medigap policies, and we do annuities, insurance products, fixed annuities. So, but we are talking life insurance today, Ryan, again.
We are. We have another question.
All right.
It's from Gary from Indiana. and his question is, I already have one life insurance term policy. I'm thinking about getting a whole policy. What is the difference between term and whole? I'm not really sure.
That's a great question, Gary. Term is like it says, it's for a term, right? If you finance your car, it's for what? It's not for your whole life, right? That'd be crazy, right? It's for a term. So most car payments, car loans, 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know what they are. For a lease, like we lease ours, so they're 3-year leases for a term. So term insurance is typically a 10-year policy, a 15-year, 20, 25, or 30-year policies. Typically they're for mortgages or debts you're going to have while you're working. And it's a way to be able to have an affordable policy. So the other thing is whole life covers you for your whole life. And there are other options. There's universal life. John Hamlin, how are you? Appreciate you coming. John, you're awesome on Hamlin. He's always doing big stuff. It was great to see you. I wasn't able to get to this 10X, John, but it was great seeing you at 10X last year. You're a beast, man. Definitely look up to you, man. You grind all the time. So when we're talking about life insurance, you know, I did it for wealth transfer, for example. If somebody wants to, let's say somebody wants to leave a home to somebody or something like that to their family, you get life insurance policy. John King, how are you? That pays the other kids. They get paid life insurance, and then the kid gets to keep the farm. I did a lot of wealth transfer and wealth preservation with life insurance. So you can do a lot of different things with it, but at the end of the day, John Keane, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing big stuff. The Giant in Georgia, man. I believe it's Georgia. I appreciate you. Guys, life insurance is death insurance. It's probably the most efficient investment you can make in your family. Pennies on the dollar. Okay? It goes tax-free to the beneficiaries. You can get anything from a policy as small as $5,000 or even $1,000 up to in the millions. All right, it's the same process that we go through, and some amounts you have to have underwritten with blood and urine from the nurse coming out. And some people say, Shane, I don't want to get blood and urine. So I have policies. Someone asked a question last week. They said, Shane, I don't like needles. I want to get a policy. Can I? Hit me up. You probably can. There are policies. You pay a couple dollars extra for it, but just let me know. Message me. The best thing to do is to message me and answer your question. Okay.
I got a question here from Millie from Arizona, and Millie is asking you. I have 3 grandchildren, and my neighbor just bought insurance for their grandchildren. How did she do that? What is this? Is it true? You can do this?
Grandkids, great grandkids, your kids, people buy policies for them. Either just for a policy so they have it, a simple $5, $10, $15, $20,000, up to buying policies so when they pass away, it can pay for their college or buy them a house. So yeah, you can do that. You can get your kids, your great-grandkids, grandkids some policies. You definitely should have a policy. You know what I tell people? Before you come to me with this great policy you want, right? Because when I was a kid, I equated to this. When I was a kid, I wanted a Corvette, right? I wanted a Ferrari. But guess what my first car was? It was a Horizon, 1984 stick shift, right? So get a policy so you have some type of coverage. Then we can always get other policies and get in depth and do all kind of return of premium. There's all kind of different things you can do with your policies, right? But to add to that and make that sandwich bigger means it's going to be more expensive. So let's get a policy. Find out what your budget. If you can come up with 50 a month, 30 a month, 40 a month, get serious. It's your family. Like, why do you go to your job? Why would you go to work and not have coverage for when you die? I mean, like, to know that your family is not going to be able to live where they're living right now. Pretty good chances of that, that they're not going to be able to live where they are because you didn't have any protection for it. I mean, you guys buy houses at cash now like that?
All the time.
Right?
All
How can
the
they
time.
pay for it when not only do you die, but your paycheck dies, right? What are you going to do when your paycheck dies? Your husband's. Someone said, Shane, my wife's at home all day. Well, I'm like, what are you going to do when you're at work and you have kids to take care of? You don't think you have to pay for daycare? You should have a policy on your wife, right? You don't want your kids to be able to stay in the house and go to college? you can get a policy to pay for your kids' college for each other. So if something happens, the kids can go to college, not get 2 or 3 jobs. So, please share this out. All right, whoever, we're gonna do a raffle. It's 5 groups minimum, and we're gonna be giving away either a Home Depot or Starbucks gift card. So it's a raffle. 5 groups, 5 of your groups. That's all you gotta share to. Okay, you share to 5 of your groups. And we're going to put you in the raffle for either a Home Depot or a Starbucks gift card. So please share this. I want to share to a couple groups real quick. Just give me 1 second so I can share this out. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. I told Ryan today, I said, I thought it was Friday. But I guess I live every day. I never really know what day it is. I just don't kind of always live like it's the same. But, you know, as far as coverage, I had someone say to me, here's a question I had, Shane, I think I have coverage at work. Is that good enough? And should I find out what it is? Well, that's a great question. One is, and that's Lisa out of Nevada. Listen, one thing is this. You should always get a review. I do a free review on your policy. Okay? Get the policy reviewed. You should know what you have. Don't make your family find out what you have after you pass away. You should know what you have. So get a free review. If anything, I'll tell you what, I'll offer the first 10 people that message me, I'll give a free life insurance review for the first 10 people today. I'll call, I'll show you how we go through it. We'll find out everything you have. No obligation, nothing. Listen, if I can't help you, I can't help you, but we will make you aware of what you have. I'll help you ask the questions and we'll figure it out. So the first 10 people that message me, I'll go ahead and do a free review. We'll look at your policies and check them out. Next question. Shane, I bought a UL, that's a universal policy, in an indexed UL. In the 1989 is when they said they got the policy. And I made the same payment, and then I had to check on my policy to change my address, and they told me no cash value and my payment was higher than they told me. Here's what happened. It sounds like on that policy. On that indexed UL, it's not a guaranteed UL. Back in the 80s and 90s, they were based on interest rates. So when the interest rates were higher, they were paying for themselves. But every year they go up, the cost of insurance on those policies goes up. They're not guaranteed. So people were paying the same premium, like they were paying like $150 whatever, and they were taking out the cash for the difference of these policies. So they ate up, a lot of these policies ate up all the cash in the policies. So it sounds like it. I really have to take a look to let you know exactly what it is. But good question.
Shane, we got somebody. It's not so much a question. It was just a point. They're saying that their neighbor just passed away, and because of the life insurance, that family was able to move on in a way, and keep their house and things like that. Do you see that a lot?
You know, I see people all the time where, you know, they call us and let us know. First of all, they call us because we help them with the claim, with getting their life insurance to them. So we help our clients with all that. They send us a death certificate, and we help it send it to the insurance company. And yeah, we find that. I mean, listen, no one's ever called us in 12 years and said we had too much insurance, life insurance. No one's ever said it. If anything, they say, I wish we would have bought more. What other product do you know where someone says, we didn't have enough and we should have gotten more? Is there any product you know? I don't know of any myself. Except for maybe Reese's peanut butter cups. But other than that,
yeah,
I can't imagine, right? But no, seriously, they would kill you. But when it comes to life insurance, I mean, for real, people do say, you know, they always say, I wish we would have gotten more, but we're glad we had it. Super glad. I mean, what it does to people's family is they get to focus on the celebration of the life of the person that passed away. It's already tough enough with making changes. And I mean, you know, we go through the process. 8 in 10 people say that a married person, 8 in 10 say that a married person with young children needs life insurance.
that's 80%.
80%. And you know, only
Come on, where are these numbers coming from, Shane? Did you make this slide up?
Nope, that's great. It comes from 2017 Insurance Barometer study Life Happens Limerick. That's an independent, non-for-profit. Go to www.lifehappens.org. Listen, life insurance is a very big thing, and there's a lot of people that go through it and understand the process. And if, listen, if you've lost anyone out there and they didn't have life insurance, you know, drop a 1. You know that's tough. Anyone that knows it, drop a 1 if you know anyone.
And I think it ties in here nicely with what you're saying, in that married people depend on each other, and they should take care of each other.
Yeah, I mean, but we're talking about, Ryan, less than a cup of coffee, 1 cup of coffee a week for a month, huh?
You want me back here?
You can come back here.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh no, dude, we'll love it, Ryan. I always love having Ryan on the show. Cash Now, all live media in the house. Love it. I was waiting for you, man. I'm sitting here keeping it rolling because we're having fun. Now, we're having fun because we're educating people. There's no question. Every week we take questions, the first 15 minutes, and even after that, sometimes we take
I like
questions.
going even longer. I love questions.
So we take them for the real estate show. When's the real estate show?
Every Friday at 5 p.m.,
Damn.
the real estate show. Shane, Gary, and I, as well as Ray Abood.
Yeah. Where's Ray? I think he's in Miami.
Ray's down in Miami. He's doing something.
Was he
pretty
just
cool.
up in Canada?
Yeah, he was just up in Canada too.
He's everywhere. He was in Canada snowmobiling and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he's up there having some fun.
New York,
Yeah.
Canada. I saw him cross the line. There was a lot of traffic. I'm sure he couldn't have liked all the traffic. Did you see the Snapchat? If you don't follow everybody on Snapchat and Instagram. For sure.
Hi, Jennifer Warner.
Hi, Jennifer. So think about if someone that you know wasn't around, how would it affect you? Think about it. Like, I would challenge you from this week to next week's show. Imagine not only financially, but running around.
But I got an even better one. Think about it. If you lost the person today to next week's show, you're going to have a funeral.
Arius, Wicked Stickers.
A lot of money going in there right away.
What's up, Arius? My coffee's cold. This is Wicked Stickers. Underneath here is what? The hidden gem.
It sure is.
All live media. Arius, come on. We're just talking about you. John, what's up? Jennifer, Bobadies. So Ryan kept telling everyone this weekend was Social Media Saturday, but he did say April 7th.
April 7th.
So that's
Next Saturday. I've been saying this all
next
along.
Saturday. Saturday. Yeah.
I keep saying
You
it.
have. Hey, Wicked Stickers. Hey, Jennifer, Bubba-D's. So what are we talking? We're talking life insurance. That's serious business, though, right?
Well, it is. I mean, if you're with this particular caption here, you're married. You show that you love each other, and you're taking care of each other, no matter what.
I mean, there's
It's a big deal. I think it's a big deal, and the cost.
Do you have life insurance?
I do.
Why'd you get it? Just to have it?
Because of my kids.
Because,
My family.
and where else can you give them that kind of money for that price? Let me ask you this: how many people have these big investments, whether you do or not? But even if you did, why would you not take that money and and double down on life
I
insurance?
want to tell you what. I mean, I know people, and I'm not suggesting anyone does this, but they spend more on lottery tickets than they do on life insurance.
Or Bitcoin?
Some people do. So think about that. Yeah, think about that. So
No,
I mean,
they do. They spend more going out to eat.
and what do you get out of it?
You do more. I mean, people. That one diagram showed it really good with, the priorities that people insure.
Yeah.
What's mortgage? If you own a house and you don't have mortgage and protection, shame on you. Listen, here's what's going to happen. I can tell you, 99% of the time, you don't have mortgage protection. It's like you're gambling, though. Why would you go to work and for less than? I mean, generally, probably for less than $50, probably $100 a month, between 50, maybe even less than that, as low as maybe 20, 30 a month, you could have a policy to protect your mortgage.
So what does that mean, protect your mortgage? Let's talk about that, because I don't really get what you're
All right, well, you get a life insurance policy. Mortgage protection is a term policy for the mortgage. Let's say you have a $500,000 house.
Okay.
All right, so we get you a policy for $500,000. Okay, and so you each have a policy. The husband and
So
wife.
then the money comes that you can choose to pay off the house.
You can do whatever
or
you
keep
want.
making
You
the
can do
payments.
whatever
So
you
they
want.
don't tell you what
You're
to
gonna
do?
get. Nope, they don't tell you what to do. You get a lump sum of that You get that money tax-free to the beneficiary.
Wow, and tax-free.
So, yeah, so every dollar you say you get every dollar.
So, as we were talking about with Coffee to Come Up with Money very quickly, that is a big help.
So some people go for more. They want to make sure there's cars. I did have a buddy, I'm not going to say his name. He said, listen, we're going to pay off the car. We're going to pay off the house and not the cars. I want to make sure she hustles when I'm dead. No one's. So, yeah, I thought that was funny. But he did make sure that the house was paid off, right? That was the intention for it. Some people go more. They're like, listen, let's throw in an extra. But it's a personal thing. You can cater to what you want. And let's say you can't get all the way up the mountain. Is it better to climb the mountain? People talk about these numbers like they're nothing, right? Like they got 150, 20,000 in their bank, 5,000. Who's got an extra 5? I mean, this is real money. Who's got an extra 10 grand sitting around?
Well, you just, every show you show the same thing about, I could pull it up here.
20,000.
But we're talking about how much it's not only the funeral, the burial, time at the morgue, and the refrigerator. I mean, I never even thought about that.
Great.
Anytime you transport it anywhere, there's a huge cost. It's an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we had someone that I know that passed away in Jamaica. I mean, that cost a lot of money to get a body. People feel badly. They're not.
I can't imagine
what
what it costs to do a body.
Right?
Refrigerated body.
Well, that's the thing, right? They don't just fly the plane. It has to be a special refrigeration system. You don't just put a body in anything, right?
I don't know.
That's
I hope not.
right? Like,
I hope not.
You can't just put in anything, right? Like, oh, it was in the luggage bag. Send it to the next one. Ryan was in that. Oh, this is Shane. Don't worry. They know each other. Let's clean it out, right? But it's an expensive process.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very expensive process. Oh, my mic might be too high. Sorry about that. But people don't think about it. And look, it's not taboo, right? But you need to plan for it. You need to be, and that's the thing. People need to be responsible for themselves. At the end of the day, I always ask people, why don't you have it, or why do you have it? I know why I have it, right? Those two firefighters, God rest them, York Rescue Fire and Rescue Police Keep all of the firefighters, the whole department, and Ivan and Zachary's family in your mind, but they did not expect not to come home that day, and they didn't come home. People want to act like it doesn't exist, like it's not true.
That just happened.
And it just happened, right? And the one gentleman's been doing it for 20 years.
Let me ask you this. What excludes anybody from these types of costs? Is there anything so everybody, when you die, your family has to take care of these costs? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, unless you have something, you should know what it is if you have something, right? When I pass away, what am I going to have? I've had people say, listen, my pension will take care of it. I'm like, where does it say that they're going to pay for where are you going to come with $20,000 for your burial? They're not paying you that, right? And so I said, we need a client. Let's get the paperwork out. I've been doing this 12 years. Show me where it says it. Where does it say that specifically? You want to see it, right? Because you believe it. You're in your business. Do you guys do air contracts, or are they real paper?
Real paper.
I mean, you have real attorneys, right?
Yeah.
And so it is what it says. It only is what it says on paper, right?
That's what matters.
Right? People think they're getting property.
They call it verbals. We don't do verbals.
There's no verbals.
No, there's no verbals.
Insurance is a contract between you and the insurance company. Mm-hmm. Do you know who holds the money?
No, tell me.
The insurance companies hold the money. Look
you're paying them. What are they doing with the money when it gets in there?
So look at this. Look, I want you to understand this. They have to have $2 for every dollar. When you have your money, no, you don't hear of anyone that not got paid on their insurance.
Yeah, never heard of
Now you'll hear people maybe say that it sounds like it. What happened is they didn't pay their premium probably. You got to pay your premium, whether you pay it annually. And that was a question you had. How can I pay my premium? Do you know the answer to that?
Well, when I bought it, I had a lot of options. I could do it every month, quarterly, yearly, half yearly. They gave me
if it's monthly, it has to be out of your paycheck. I mean, not out of your paycheck, out of your checking account, because they don't ever. They just don't. There are a couple companies, but I don't deal with companies that go and collect the premium. But it used to be that way. The bread man, the milkman, the insurance man would all come to your house and collect the premium.
I didn't know that. The insurance would come to your house.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
really?
Just like the bread man, the milkman, the meat man. Yeah, the insurance man would come to the house. Most people, hey Mike, how are you? If you ever had the insurance man come to your house, or your parents, you remember when you were a kid and the insurance man coming out, drop a 5 if you remember those days. when the insurance man, I'm that man, I am.
You are old. Look at you.
You would go and collect the premium. Insurance man would collect the premium.
Were you out collecting premiums?
I just recently stopped collecting premium.
I believe that.
Bruce. So we're talking. Why would you have your business? Why would you work hard and not have life insurance? People don't understand it, so like, I'm not getting it. It's a ripoff. It's not. It's actually the best investment you can have. You're definitely dying. You can get it for pennies on the dollar. Life insurance to cover you, cover your mortgage, cover your cars, cover your house. Why work hard and not have your wife or your husband be able to keep the house? They're like, well, I'm the worker. My wife doesn't need it. You need a policy on both of you. Shoot, you should have one. We have them on our kids. You should have them on your kids. It's pennies on the dollar, people. We buy food. We go out to eat. We go on vacations. Go back to the picture in the beginning, the first one. Hey, please share and invite. This is serious business. Priorities, people. What is our priorities? But think why you first went to work. You went to work because of what? Right here. Your family, right? Your family. But yet, more people protect their things, their stuff, with insurance than protect their loved ones with life insurance. 79% of people have car insurance, 67% have homeowners insurance, and only 55%. That's why I work hard.
That's sad, isn't it?
Well, there's families out there that are going to have to move out of the house. The kids aren't. I know kids that were supposed to go to college, but they worked on Bruce. Thank you. The kids, and here's the part, they're not going to sell that house. They're going to fight. More often than not, they will fight to keep the home because of the memories. They're scared. They feel more vulnerable. Remember, the nest is safety. Home is safety. When people come home from vacation, they went to relax. But what do they say when they get in the door? I'm glad to be home. Serious business.
Oh, home is work.
So imagine having 30 days and getting kicked out because...
You know how many times I see people though also who had a big savings, thought that they could just ride it out after their loved one
that gets wiped out.
And then their income goes in half. You see this all the time. And then they just kind of eat at everything.
100 grand goes. If your money's not working for you, it'll just go.
And it eats at them. And sometimes it takes a couple years.
And they don't do it early.
But I promise you this: they wish they had life insurance.
Ron Klein.
Hey, Ron.
As soon as someone passes, they said, I was going to get it. Listen, nobody says, I am telling you right now, there's no excuse for you not to message me to get a quote. But don't come without a budget.
Can't hurt.
Listen, at least come to me and say, Shane, this is what I can swing a month. Be honest with yourself. Look at your wife, look at your husband. Here's what you really need to do, and look at your kids and say, I'm willing to put 30, 20, or 50 aside for you. That's the honest truth. Why can't we be honest about this? Look at your husband, look at your wife, look at your kids, look at your parents, look at your brothers and sisters. Do they even know you don't have life insurance? And tell them, I am not willing. I would rather have a car and a home and not worry about when I die. But I'm telling you, for $30, $50 a month, you can protect it all. You can protect yourself. You can have something. I have people that get a little policy every year because they didn't realize it. Come on, please share this out. This is serious business. Why do you work? Do you work just to work? Or are you trying to protect and provide for your family? Do you want to go backwards?
Well, when I bought it, mostly for me, it made me feel better at night sleeping. And I'm not saying I have an adventurous job, but every job, there's something that could happen unless you're sitting in front of a desk and even sorry.
Listen, the way people today go into offices and shoot people, seriously. They're
is that covered?
When you listen, death is death. Life insurance is life insurance.
Okay.
It's life insurance.
I guess it would be, right? Why wouldn't it be covered?
But it's serious business. Look, don't find reasons. Don't come to me and find reasons not to get it. It's your family. My wife and I have life insurance. Do you have it?
Yes.
So you don't need to convince me of the importance, right?
Well, I agree. It's a very important decision to make.
Look at your wife, look at your kids, and say, I'm not willing to put. I'm in the 45% that do not. I mean, I'm in the 55% that don't think you're important, or no, that's how. So 45%. I'm in the 45% that don't think it's important. Where in your family gonna be when? Yeah, where's your family gonna be when it's gone? 100%. Listen, I had a homeless client. Listen to this. About 2 months ago, she got a policy, right? $29 a month policy. She paid one payment. Her son got the life insurance.
Wow. Wow, what a terrible way to get money. But he got money.
Okay? But listen, let me tell you, and he was in, so there's just no excuse. I mean, look, you gotta stop. The information's here every Monday. What do we talk about?
We
Insurance?
talk about insurance.
And we're talking mostly, we talk a lot about life insurance, right?
Well, it's an important topic, and I think it's undereducated in our society right now. You're doing a great service talking about it.
Well, I appreciate a lot of people don't know how to talk about it, or they talk about it in complicated ways. Let's just keep it simple, right?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Right? So you can get mortgage, they really don't do a lot now, but you can get decreasing term. So it's called decreasing term mortgage protection. You know, a lot of people say if I can afford it now, I'm just going to keep it because if something happens, then they can take care of more and have more taken care of. But it's up to you. We can, we will take care of whatever your needs are, whatever your wants are. There's a big 10Xer, Joseph Rawson. We're talking about life insurance. I mean, let's be real about this, okay? So here's an example. Annual cost of coverage for life insurance. Amount of coverage. Russ, how are you? So if you're looking for an oil boiler or an oil tank, hit up Russ. You got to remove it, right, Russ? Don't you have an oil tank or an oil boiler or something? I think it's a boiler. So if you're looking for one here in York, you can go pick it up. Russ has it. And Russ, we're keeping, your family in our prayers. I know your wife is. You guys are associated with everything and with York City Fire Department, Fire and Rescue, and we pray for them. We're talking about life insurance. Can you flip it again, please? I bet you didn't know about mortgage protection insurance. You're going to take this thing. Can you share on this? Can you invite it to my list?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hold on, y'all. Let me just turn this for 1 second. I want to show you something real quick. Protection insurance is a type of term insurance that guarantees coverage for the entire lifetime with fixed premiums. It's a coverage that eases your loved one's financial burdens when they need it most. Okay? So it's important to get your mortgage protected. If you have a mortgage and you don't at least have a policy to protect you, at least start with that. At least start with that. I guess I'm making this out to be. I'm not doing as good a job, Ryan. I got to tell you, sorry about that.
Not as easy as it looks.
No, but look, priorities. More people protect their things, man. Their cars, their home, and then their family. That's sad. That is a sad deal. But it can be changed. There's hope, right? You can take care of it. You can take care of your family. How? By making sure you get coverage for them. That's how. And is it easy? How hard was it? You went through the process. How hard was it did I have you in the office for hours filling out that paperwork?
No, honestly, all total, it was maybe an hour.
Was it hard?
All of it, total. It was easy. Just answering some questions, giving some information. That's it.
And that was it. And then, did you have a nurse come out? She was nice. She came out and did.
No, I didn't have a nurse. No,
you didn't have to worry about that, did you?
No.
Nope. And you got a nice policy to take care of your family.
That's right.
So, if you don't have a policy, message me about getting a policy. I mean, look, your family deserves it, right? Do you really want them scrambling for money? Do you want them going out there and putting your face on, you know what, let's do this, hold on. Oh, this went out.
Maestro.
Sorry. So, oh, nice.
Okay.
So can you pull up GoFundMe? Can you pull up GoFundMe?
Yeah.
You gotta GoFundMe. Let's put some pictures of GoFundMe. I mean, I just want to be real with people. Here's the deal: if you don't have life insurance, your family's gonna do a car wash. They're gonna do a barbecue, right? How many people have extra money that want to pay for someone else's funeral, right? So here's the deal. If you have a company, if you have a business, we can get you a group plan for your company, and you can help your employees get affordable life insurance, right? Right. So let me see how I can go through here. Hold on. Hold on.
Shane, while you're doing it, I got another question that just came in,
Okay.
and it's from Mildred, and she wants to know.
Chris.
I'm 75 years old. Am I too old to get life insurance?
Message me, you are not too old to get life insurance. No, you are not too old.
Is there a cutoff date?
Message me. I mean, into your 90s, I can still get it for you, but message me. So what does this say? Fundraising for funeral. So is this what you want?
Wow.
Huh?
I'll be right back.
Is this what you want? Is this how you're going to do your... Chris Montgomery, how are you? Appreciate you all. Listen, you can get affordable life insurance. Message me. Do you really want... I don't even know if y'all can see that good from the screen. But do you really want to have GoFundMe be how you raise your money for your family when you pass away? You can get affordable life insurance. Message me. We'll get you started on an affordable plan, something you can afford. But why not let your loved ones, why not let your life insurance beneficiaries, always let them know about your life insurance? A lot of people don't do that. Almost 1 in 3 say they don't have enough life insurance. 1 in 3. Chris, how are you? 1 in 3, that's 33%. 45% of the people don't even have life insurance. And out of those, 1 in 3 don't have enough. You see why I'm busy all the time now?
Yeah.
I mean, look at these numbers. Talk about margins and numbers, right? I mean, that's serious business. Life insurance is an unsung hero. That is an unsung hero, life insurance.
Got a question here from Gary, and he wants to know, you just brought up about how you should need to let your loved ones know about life insurance. What's the best way to come up with a plan, or, I mean, what do you do?
Well, I have how someone has a conversation, but you just, really, you don't need to know the amount or anything. You do it your own way. Just say, listen, I want to let you know that I have a plan, to help to pay for my, my funeral, my cremation, and you should have the people that you know so that they know what your plan is and who's getting the money and what it's going to do, so they know. Just because it takes out, when you tell them and you're in good health and all that, they're like, here's what I'm looking to do, here's what I want done. It gets complicated. I see families never talk anymore because they didn't have life insurance.
Oh, I see that all the time.
Please share and invite.
I buy estates like that all the time, man, and it's the truth.
Right? People have money, they go to McDonald's, they buy pizzas, they go to the movies, they buy clothes, they buy watches, they go, and you have no life insurance? Doesn't even make sense. Who's going to pay? Look, he's not coming out for free. You got to pay for him or her, the flowers, the casket, all that.
How about the hole that's under there you don't even see?
You got to pay for that. This costs money.
How about the church? They give you that for free, right?
No, it costs money.
Come on, it's a church.
Costs money.
How about the viewing? They buy one, get one free?
That's the person that didn't have life insurance
Yeah.
right there. They're like, how am I going to pay for this? That's what this is. How am I going to pay for this? How are you going to pay for it? How's your family going to pay for it? I mean, everyone's dying. Are they getting kicked out? How are they paying the mortgage every month? I'm just wondering. How are they paying that every month? What are your kids going to do? Are they going to be better off without life insurance? Here they didn't have enough money to put them in the holster, put them back in the I'm joking. Right? They said, listen, he didn't have quite enough, we're taking them. But no, it's not funny, but people, they play around with their life. They don't have life insurance. That's not funny. That is not funny at all. How much do you think that costs for that casket? A lot of you think it's free?
It's not a couple $100.
No.
It's not even $1,000. How many thousands of dollars?
That's in the probably $3,000 to $5,000.
So $3,000. Boom. Do you have to did they have a layaway plan with this stuff?
No layaway plan. 8 in 10 say that married person with young children needs life insurance. Just get a free quote. What does it take to get a quote?
I just pick up the phone and calling this guy right here.
That's it.
His phone number's right at the top of the feed, right there. You can't miss it.
When's a good time to call me? What if it's after
Anytime.
5?
You just,
Oh,
need,
it's
you, just
after
need,
5.
you just need to give him a call.
Is that
Honestly,
okay?
pick up the phone and call.
After 5?
Did you work tirelessly? You are always working, 7 days a week.
I show you leads I get at 1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
do.
it. I might not get you the quote then, but I'll definitely, you can message me. Text me, message me on
I've seen you
Facebook.
answer questions and help people at that time.
Definitely. Steve, how are you? Leighton, how are you? Marina, what's going on? Dylan, what's going on? Bobby, how is everyone? Amy, good to
You
see
were
you
talking
all.
about that one kid's product earlier hhere you pay it and then it hits into where it'll turn into their college fund.
Yep. You
Tell
can
me
do-
about that.
You can do college funding.
What does that mean? Tell me more about. Give me some
Well,
more
you
details.
can-
What if I wanted to buy that for my kids?
If you wanted to get a policy for your kids that pays for their college, you message me and I'll get you some quotes. It's a great plan and we can get you an affordable one. If you can't pay for all of it, you can pay for something. How would you feel having a plan to pay for your kids' college?
That'd be great, right?
I mean, it's coming anyway. Why not start paying for it now, right? In a product that is going to give you a lot of advantages.
Well, honestly, you pay. What is a college education today? At least
Well,
100,000.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, depending on where you go, it could go a lot higher than that.
Well, I know we have York College in Hack right now, so York College is,
What's a small town college cost these days?
well, York is about 24, I think, a year or something, maybe.
So you're over
Maybe
a
little
4-year span with including books, shelter, food. You're at 100 grand, right?
everything.
Everything. What if they need a car? How about a computer?
Well, hey, Luke, how are you? Charday Moore. Are we getting you some life insurance? You're not going to be the one that don't have it, do you, Charday? That's my girl. Life insurance. Come on. Hit the Shane train up. Luke, Shof, you're awesome. I appreciate you. Why do people buy life insurance? Ann Clark. Yo, Ann does great stuff in this city. If you don't know Ann, you're awesome, Ann. Ann Clark is amazing. And she lives on the avenues. My man Budget Reynolds are over there, Steve-O, Brando. They have a lot of presence over there, Budget Reynolds. And you're awesome.
Really good people.
Why do people buy life insurance? Because people buy life insurance not because they're going to die. Wake up. Because their income is going to die. Because their income. I just can't imagine. You will go out to eat. You will buy clothes. You will get your kids games. You will get your kids and stack up their Christmas and their birthday, but you won't get them a $30, $40 a month life insurance policy to protect them? Crazy. You're not going to protect your husband or wife?
It's kind of selfish.
100%. 100%. This is coming. But it's not free. You know what? You know why I don't mind talking about it? My best friend died 10 days before his birthday in 1991. My ex-wife died of cancer, right? There's no game to be played. We all know someone, but I ingrain it, and this is my life. I love helping
Death is
people.
part of the process of life.
You know one of the saddest calls I
Let's
get?
talk about it.
The saddest calls I get is when my card or quote was there, and they called me and said that my parents have life insurance, but I know they didn't because they would see it come out of their checking account. It's just their last gas, I hope. And I got to tell them no. I gave them a price, and they decided not to do it.
It's a tough call.
Gotta have it. It's the best thing. Yes, it's sleep insurance. Yo, you can go to sleep. I have someone that gets a policy almost every year from me. She gets a little affordable policy because she knows the value of what it will do with leaving a legacy. So her kids, her grandkids, her husband are not worse off. They are better off. Listen, you can say you work for your family, but if you don't have life insurance, now you know what you can do and you need to get a policy, because if not, you're really not. To not have an affordable policy for your family is you're telling them they're not that important to you. I'll get one life insurance. Charday Moore, come on, girl. Are you coming out on social media Saturday? April 7th, social media Saturday?
Are we kid friendly? Can
Yeah.
somebody bring their kids here?
Yeah, they can bring
Okay.
their kids here.
Okay.
4 in 10, but if they're not well behaved, don't bring them. If they're not well behaved, me and Ryan got to clean up here. I don't want to have to clean up after anyone. So if your kids can't clean up after themselves, don't bring them. I don't clean up after my kids, do I?
No.
So I'm not cleaning up after yours.
How many kids do you
Or you. I have 4 kids. You see me, what do I say? I'm not cleaning up after you. Open the dishwasher, put it in, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm not here to clean up, man.
Yeah.
We all got to clean up for ourselves. So you can bring them if they clean up after themselves. Not if they're laying around on stuff. 4 in 10 adults have no life insurance whatsoever. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 4 in 10, 40% of you out there don't have life
You're
insurance.
making these slides up. Where are you coming up with these numbers?
Look, it's from Life Happens. That's a non-for-profit organization. www. Go look it up. lifehappens.org. And thank you. Thank you. And I will definitely help get you affordable quotes. Just so you know who I am, I'm an independent insurance broker. I am legally obligated to work for my clients. I do not work for the insurance company. I work for you. I represent you. I do the best I can for you. I have over 200 companies I represent. So, final expense. That's, sometimes people say, I want to get a policy to cover my final expenses. A whole life policy. It's called a final expense policy. Get covered now.
Do you pay them every month too, or like every?
However, you can pay them however you want to pay them. That's an option. People want options. But look at this. This is crazy. 60%. You're not part of it now. 60% have never been contacted about final expense life insurance. 60%. Charday, when are you going to be ready? Here, let me pull this one up. Hold on.
One day. She says one day.
I know, but I hear that. You know what someone says? Some day's not a day on the calendar, neither is one day. Look, I'm not busting your stones. I'm just telling you, sweetheart. But get it when you want. But if someone ever doesn't bug you about it, you're never going to get it. Here's the deal, right? If you have car insurance and you have homeowner insurance, if you have any of this and you don't have life insurance, come on, man. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Look, if I could tell you I could get you a policy for $30 a month, that's $1 a day, would you do it? Ask yourself this question. If Shane said he could get me a policy for $1 a day, $30 a month, would I do it? Ask yourself that question. And if you answered yourself the question and said, I would do it for $1 a day, then message me privately on the back end. Adam Gensler, what is up? Good evening. This is the insurance show. I'm Shane McGarry with the Gary Group. And I want to thank Tim Psycho Beth, right? Hey, but you know what, Tim? Some people have old policies, and they don't know they can do better on a new policy. Sometimes you got to get rid of the old and bring in the new, right? Get a free review. Can they get a free review of their life insurance?
You say they can, yeah, absolutely.
A free review. Message me.
You're offering them tonight in tonight's show.
I'll give you
5 free reviews. Or 10.
The first 10 people, I will do a free review of your life insurance. Guys,
drop a 10 right now so he can remember.
10.
Drop a 10.
Yep.
And you'll be one of the 10.
Thank you. More people protect their things with insurance than they protect their loved ones with life insurance. 79% of you have car insurance. 67% of you have homeowners, and only 55% of you have life insurance.
So some people protect their home heaters and all sorts of
Oh
stuff.
my God. Yeah,
You know,
now you know me, I protect everything, but
I know you do.
right? But that's true. They get a warranty, they buy something at Home Depot, they say, do you want the warranty? What do they say?
Yes.
Because why? Because it's this.
Because when that
Because
thing
it's
breaks
this
or
right here.
dies,
It's called
a thing.
share and invite this. You might have someone that wants to get a quote on life insurance, but they didn't. Here, check this out. You know why you should share this? I'll show you why you should share this. Because 4 in 10 adults have no life insurance whatsoever. 4 in 10. So if you go in a room and there's 100 people, 40 of them, 40
Have
no life insurance.
4 and 10 have.
Have
So
no.
60
have
do
no.
not.
Have no.
So 60. Oh,
40%.
No.
Trust me, I'm on this. 40% have no life insurance. Okay, so
Yeah.
can you stick with me? So
Yeah.
if you go in a room, there's 100 people, 40 of them don't have it.
Okay.
All right, can we get back to that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So 60% of people have never been told about life insurance. 60%. So 40 don't have it, and 60% of those didn't even know about it. You see why I'm busy all the time?
Yeah.
How do you protect your loved ones? Life insurance, not a new car, not a new. And if you get that, great, but get your life insurance. You can't afford it if you don't have your life insurance first, right? You're upgrading your car, you're upgrading your house, you're upgrading your TV, you're upgrading your phone, and you ain't got no life insurance, but you got insurance on your phone. You got insurance on your car. You know, you're protecting a $30, a $50, $80,000 car, and you're not protecting your home, you're not protecting your loved ones when you die. Your income worth. I want you to put your income down and go 10 years out. What's your income worth? Now, are we serious yet? What is your income a year? Multiply it by 10 years. And you think your family's not going to miss you? Now, is that a real number?
It's dropping to zero.
Right? Take your income, put it 10 times on it.
Just put a zero at the end.
Right?
And then
right there. And then tell me, you don't think your family's going to miss you when you're gone? Victor, how are you? Good to see you, Victor. This is the insurance show. We're talking about life insurance. It's serious business. I lost my best friend 10 days before his birthday died. My ex-wife died of cancer. Come on, everyone's lost someone, but people are protecting their things and not their loved ones. You can get affordable life insurance. Here's a kicker. Here's a kicker. You ready? Y'all want some facts of life? 45% of people that say they need life insurance admit they just haven't gotten around to buying it. Sade, isn't that a true quote? 45% of people that say admit they need life insurance just haven't gotten around to it.
Hi, Ben.
Ben Horn, how are you? I am Shane DeGarry with the DeGarry Group. We are independent insurance brokers. We're talking life insurance. 45% of people who say they need life insurance admit they just have not gotten around to it. Come on, you just heard you can get it.
It wasn't hard to get, and,
no.
And quite honestly, it didn't take a lot of time.
It didn't take a lot of time, and it wasn't hard to get. It didn't take a lot of time, and it wasn't hard to get. Why do people buy life insurance? Jonathan Brewer, how are you? This is the insurance show. I'm Shane DeGarry with the DeGarry Group, the Shane Train. This is Brian Ryan. We want to shout out to Ray Bood and All Live Media, Cash Now. Guys, why do people buy life insurance? Well, according to my statistics, a lot of you aren't. That's why I'm busy. Why don't people buy life insurance? I mean, why do people buy life insurance? Not because they die, because their income dies. Take your income, multiply it by 10. Take your income, multiply it by 10. Tell me what that looks like. What does it look like when you're gone? Life insurance, man.
They're going to get the magnifying glass out after you die to find it if you have it. If you didn't tell them.
Right?
Yeah.
Take your income, multiply it by 10. Put a zero at the end of your income. You're going to tell me your family doesn't need life insurance? Come on, share and invite this. I'm an independent broker with the Gary Group. I'm Shane DeGarry. Get a free life insurance quote. Get a free life insurance quote.
How many are you giving for free?
10.
They have
10 free reviews. You message me, I'll look over your policy. It doesn't matter what state.
Drop a 10 in the comments if this is something you're interested in. You can contact you.
John Keene, how are you? Look, if I told you I could get you a policy to get a starter policy, a basic starter, affordable starter policy for $1 a day, $30 a month, would you do it? Let me ask you a question. Drop a 5 in the comments. If I told you that I could get you a policy for $1 a day, a starter policy, would you do it? Drop a 5 if you would do it. It's that simple. If I said I could get you a starter policy, $1 a day, I'm not saying, but if I said I could, I'm not saying I can, but if I said I could, if I said I could get you a policy for $1 a day, look around at your kids and family. If you don't have one, they're the ones that are going to pay the piper, not me, Holmes. Take care of your family. Take care of your responsibilities.
Take care of your wife or husband. Take care of your grandkids.
If I said I could get you a policy for $1 a day, would you do it? drop a 5. If I said I could get you a policy for $1 a day, 30 a month, drop it in there. Guys, we're out of here. Message me, get a quote. Every Monday between 5 and 6, we start the show, the insurance show. Fridays are the real estate
The
show.
real estate show every Friday at 5. Don't forget to come out to All Live Media's special Super Media Saturday.
Yeah, I call it social media Saturday.
I call it some other stuff.
Yeah.
I have fun with it. But long story short,
Hey, I have fun with it too. We just call it 2 different names, right?
long story short, come out, sit behind the desk. Let's talk about your social media needs. We in an assortment of ways. We have a lot of people that we work with in various businesses. We can help you. Thank you very much for watching.
God bless y'all. Thanks. You just had to hit it once.